YouTube? How the hell are you? It's your boy TK and I'm here with the game room tour. So I feel like I have to do this game room tour because I feel this is the best way for you guys to get to know me as an actual gamer. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this room and trying to make it awesome as possible. And hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully you guys will think this room is awesome too. So we're gonna go over a couple of areas in the room where I play my arcade classes, where I play my modern games, and where I play my actual old school games. And we're gonna break down my video game collection, and we're gonna go through everything, including the LED lights you see hanging up on the wall. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment below. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I got a lot of content coming up next. Also, go ahead and hit that like button if you like this video. So I'm not going to postpone it any longer. Let's get it cracking. I'm going to start fresh. As soon as you walk in the door, you might notice my popcorn maker. So anytime you want some fresh, hot, buttery popcorn, definitely can do that. I got my caramel and I got my oil. So basically, anytime you want popcorn, if you Netflix and chilling, you can definitely have some hot, fresh, buttery popcorn. We're going to scroll over to the actual Mancave fridge where we keep our nothing. We have nothing in the Mancave fridge. Yeah. Usually we keep all our refreshments in here, whether it be soda, water, or alcohol. We usually keep it in here, but obviously we need to go shopping. So we're gonna close that. On top, we keep mostly our chips. Definitely not a fan of Fritos, so we definitely need to do more shopping. Need to go shopping pretty soon. So, but this is the chip rack where we keep our chips at. I want to go over right here. This is where we keep most of our remotes and actual game controllers that we use on a daily basis. And below that, that is the Game Informer magazine rack where we get our monthly Game Informers that basically, of course, inform us on the upcoming games that are coming out. So, we'll go ahead and take a look at the remote. See, this is one of the remotes that actually I might use a lot because it controls the LED lights. And, you know, depending on the mood and how I'm feeling, sometimes, you know, I set the actual lights to, you know, how I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling like damper and dull, I might set it to red. If I just wanted to, you know, jump to different colors, I'll set it to the fade. I like the fade option where it just fades to different colors, so I keep it usually going like that. So we're gonna go to another area in the room, so come on. Now if you're a gamer, I feel like you have to have an arcade cabinet. Unfortunately, I ain't got that type of money, so I don't have that type of money for a real main arcade cabinet. So this is the next best thing. Actually, I feel like this is probably the best thing actually, because I bought this bad boy off of eBay for about 230 bucks. And what it is it's a dual stick arcade unit that has 800 games built into it. And all you need is an actual LED or LCD monitor or TV, and you good to go, baby. It comes with an HDMI cord. You can see here, I was actually playing something. What was I playing? Oh, I was playing a little Street Fighter. You can't go wrong with Street Fighter, baby. It's a classic. This is a Street Fighter 3rd Strike. What's up, baby? Get these hands. What's up? Okay, what's up, Dudley? You don't want none of this, baby? Let's go. Let's go. Get this work. Yeah, but I'll finish that later. Also, yeah, so I'm pretty happy about that setup. Of course, as time goes, I'm gonna have to like upgrade it and make it a little bit more secure. If we look up under here, this is where I keep my pop vinyl collection. The couple of ones that I do have, I want more, but I just got to make room for more. So yeah, we go up, and this is my arcade sign. I love this arcade sign. It's very bright and vibrant, of course, with the light shining on it. You can't really tell, but I think I got that from Hobby Lobby for about 15 bucks. So pretty proud of that too as well. So we're gonna go to, there you see this guy just staring into the camera. This is Brock Lesnar. And I got this when they was trying to promote the game of 2K17 in 2016. And I think I got it from GameStop. Yeah, I believe I got it from the GameStop. The guy basically, after the game came out, you know, most of the time places, they usually throw this stuff away. So usually I just ask them, can I have it? And lo and behold, there we go, Brock Lesnar. So we're gonna scroll over a little bit right here. Like I said, of course, if I have the WWE 2K17, I gotta have some other wrestling paraphernalia because I'm a wrestling fan. So I'm the only guy I feel like in the world sometimes that still watches wrestling, but I know it's not true. It's still a big wrestling fan base out there. So I got these figurines. I usually don't actually collect action figures or anything like that, but if they appeal to me, I would. So I'm a big zombie fan, I'm a big wrestling fan, so this is what happened when you put both of those things together. They came out with a zombie collection, so you see Stone Cold and Triple H. I just think these are just dope as shit, man. I just think these are awesome, so I had to definitely get these. They're pretty dope. And so we're gonna go ahead and stroll on to another part of the room. The same thing I did with the Brock Lesnar standees, pretty much the same thing what happened with the Nintendo Switch standee. After they got through actually promoting the product, they basically give away all the promotional items. So they throw away a lot of the cardboard cutouts, a lot of the posters and stuff. They usually throw that stuff away. So if it's Walmart, GameStop, all you gotta do is ask. Usually they'll give it to you. So that's how I got the Injustice countdown clock. And this basically was a clock. It's not working now, unfortunately, but it was a countdown clock, basically counting down the time till the game actually came out. So I got that. So we're gonna scroll over to my actual gaming collection. If you look on top of my actual bookcase, you will see Mario and Yoshi. Now, believe it or not, I found Mario at a Burlington for like 15 bucks, I believe. And I got Yoshi at I think I got Yoshi at eBay for about 10 bucks. So, and these are all like the consoles, boxes and consoles that I had left over because I already have those particular consoles. So of course you got your original NES, your Wii, got 2 GameCubes, and they got a bongos. The bongos are pretty dope. I use those when playing a particular Donkey Kong game. It's pretty dope, so I like playing that game. Now this is right here, this is my PlayStation 1 setup. So if you look, you can see the games I have. WWE, WWF in your house, got your Capcom versus SNK. So I feel like I got most of got your Jet Moto, Tekken 3, most of the bare essentials that you need for your PlayStation. Your original PlayStation collection, got your Bushido blade. So this is my PlayStation 1 collection. We're gonna go ahead and drop down. Then this is my PlayStation 2 collection. Got one of my favorite arcade shooters. It comes with the actual gun, Time Crisis 3. I got some of these games you'll see I have duplicates of. And if you move that, I actually have games behind there. So I have plenty of PlayStation 2 games, and still, believe it or not, I'm still collecting for the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 has a vast library, so I'm definitely still looking for a PlayStation 2 game. So let me put that back in there. We're gonna scroll on down. Got PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation 4. I just got my PlayStation 4 maybe closer to like February, so it's pretty small right now, my collection for it, but I'm definitely still collecting games for it. I'm still collecting games for my PlayStation 3 because there's still a lot of PlayStation 3 games that I will like. This is why I see my little cousin come over here and he plays games and shit, but he don't put shit back the way it's supposed to be. But you know how that go. Born Conspiracy. I feel like I'm the only one that knows about this game, but it's definitely a hidden gem. It's a dope ass game, man. I love that game. But that's my PlayStation 3 games. We want to scroll down here to these. It's a little dusty. Don't mind the dust. These are my Super Nintendo, Sega, and actual Nintendo 64 games, and I got a couple of original NES games too. So, of course, with your Nintendo 64, man, you got to have the bare essentials, boy. The bare essentials. You got to have your Pokemon Stadium, got some Madden, and you know, Nintendo 64 was popular, was known to me. We really played a lot of wrestling games on the Nintendo 64. So you got your WrestleMania 2000, got your WWF No Mercy. Of course, on your Super Nintendo, you got to have your Donkey Kong. Got to have the Killer Instinct, baby. We went ham on the Killer Instinct back in the day. So you got to have the Killer Instinct. Got another that's Donkey Kong 2. So yeah, man, I need to up on my actual game collection in my Super Nintendo games as well. And down here, just a bunch of random miscellaneous things, a couple of more box Sega games, and original PlayStation, and an arcade stick for the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. And then I got the fat PlayStation 2 right here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to a different area of the actual game room. Make our way to this side of the room. Basically, this is where we play all our modern day games at. But I love this sign. This Mancave sign, I think I got it from Amazon for about 18 bucks. And it's just so bright and so vibrant. Honestly, you don't even need any other light. I can turn off the LED strips and just turn off all the lights, and this sign alone will pretty much illuminate the whole room. I love that sign. So scroll down to the 60-inch TV, which is, I can't take credit for it, but it's a beautiful TV. This is my cousin's TV, and me and him kind of share this TV together along with most of the room. But this is where we play our modern day consoles. As you see, I have the Xbox One hooked it up to it. This right here is a HDMI switch, so I can switch between different consoles. And if you go down here, tinted glass, a little messy with the cords, but we have our modern consoles. I got a Wii U, a PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One, of course. So that's where we play all our modern games at. So we're gonna pan over to another part of the room. Now, on top of this bookshelf, I keep actual random boxes from different handheld consoles and game accessories. And if we go ahead and scroll down, I have my GameCube / Wii U collection. And it's not the best, I can admit. I definitely need to invest in some more games for my Wii U and my GameCube collection. But I do have this in-case or in-box Nintendo GameCube Wavebird. And I believe the Wavebird was the first licensed wireless controller through actual Nintendo. So found that at a Goodwill, believe it or not, for about $6. So I encourage you guys, if you're out there thrifting and you're out there going to your Goodwills or your thrift stores or your garage sales, man, you really can find hidden treasures. Just make sure you guys be patient and just look. But this is my original Xbox One collection. It's not the best either. And I love this JD Phoenix figure. I got that at GameStop for probably about $5. It was on clearance. It's pretty dope. So I'm really loving that. We're going to go ahead and scroll down. Now this is where all my 360 games are. My 360 and my Xbox One games are. So got a bunch of 360 games that I really haven't tapped into and played. And definitely a bunch of Xbox One games that still has a little bit of the plastic on and it's still sealed. So definitely got to get to playing those. Go ahead and scroll down. This is some of my handhelds, my Nintendo handhelds. I have a Game Boy SP. I believe it's a Game Boy Advance SP. Have Nintendo 3DS, have two Nintendo 3DS. I have the new Nintendo 3DS, which is with the case on it with that rubber grip. Oh man, it makes it awesome for holding in your hands, especially if you got big hands. You know I got to get the Fat Boy original OG Game Boy. And then on back, we have its younger brother and sisters. I believe those are Game Boy Colors. I don't have a PSP yet, but I have a PS Vita. Definitely need to do a little dusting. Sorry, excuse the dust, but I don't have a PSP. Looking for a PSP, but I love my PS Vita. I'm gonna scroll down, and that's the NVIDIA Shield, and that is a Android tablet. Now the NVIDIA Shield, I'm gonna do a whole review on it by itself, so be looking for that video because I love that thing. These are just random PlayStation Vita games and Nintendo 3DS games. So we're gonna go to a whole different area in the room, so come on. Now before we go to a whole different area, I just have to show off this Halo banner right up under my Halo helmet. And I found that Halo helmet at Goodwill. And up under the Halo helmet, of course, I told you I keep other controllers elsewhere. This is where I keep my other controllers. So right here, I believe this is where I keep my PlayStation 2 / PlayStation 3 controllers. We're going down. This is where I keep my original Xbox controllers. This is some type of third-party original Xbox wireless controller that I found. Right here, got to have the Nintendo 64, one of my favorite consoles. So I keep these controllers, and we're going down. More GameCube, Nintendo 64, and Dreamcast controller, along with a couple of NES controllers I believe were in there. Let me get that back in there. Get in there. There we go. And last one is, I believe, is Sega. It's where I keep my Sega controllers. So, yep, that's about it for the Sega controllers. And I think it's a couple of SNES controllers in there too. So, this is the kind of, I was going for a turtle wall. And this is basically where the turtle wall is. Of course, got Mikey and Leonardo guarding turtle wall. I'm mad that my actual traffic light stopped working. It used to flash, but it just stopped working. So unfortunately, can't really be mad. I got it from, like I said, I do a lot of thrifting, so I got it from a thrift store for like $8. So this right here was an actual birthday gift for my mom. She kind of supports my nerd habits. So this is the history of Leonardo. Basically, it's every adaptation of Leonardo in this box, from I think except from the TMNT movie. And I think the reason why they weren't in there because they got rid of the actual scope of it. So every adaptation from the comic book on to I think the most recent movies is Leonardo. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's pretty dope. And this area right here, I love this area. I think it's probably one of my favorite parts of the room. I know I probably said that before, but I love this area. This is where I play all my old school classic games. Have the old fatback tube TV CRCT where you got to play your old school games. I got the Dreamcast from the Super Nintendo, and that's a wireless. That controller right there is a wireless Super Nintendo controller from Retrobit. Shout out to Retrobit. They're pretty dope. Got a N64. Got a Sega Genesis, and then I have, instead of using my actual NES and getting wear and tear on it, I bought this little $20 like repro system, and it plays with that cartridge, that red cartridge right there. That is a has 150 games in that one NES game. So I think I probably altogether with that system probably paid about $40 for everything, which is not bad. Got a PlayStation 2, and of course, with all the superheroes stacked up on, is the original Xbox, the OG Xbox. And this right here is a video audio converter. And what that does is, it basically, it changed the video outlet to the different consoles. So whenever I want to play, I have to figure out which console is on which one by just pressing the button. That's how you play the game. But I think this is pretty dope. I'm a big nerd. Hope you guys went to see Avengers. It is such an emotional roller coaster. I love that movie, but I'm a big Marvel fan as well. And I love DC too. I can't hate on DC. Their movies just not as good to me, but I do love DC as well. So I got a bunch of superhero figurines just posted up in the corner. Got your Deadpool poster. Got Thor's hammer hanging out. You know, Hulk smash, so he's busting through the wall. And I got the Captain America shield, so that's pretty dope too. So like I said, this is one of my favorite areas of the man cave, and you got to set it off with the Avengers carpet. So that's pretty dope. So, and we're gonna go to another area in the room. We're almost done with the tour. We're almost to the end of the video. I just want to wrap it up with the furniture I got. This furniture right here is so mad comfortable, man, when you're gaming. Oh man, it's so comfortable. This part right here actually reclines back, and that part reclines back too. I've had numerous family members and friends crash on this sofa. They haven't complained about it, so it's really comfortable. We bought that, and I think this came along with it. Of course, it was set from a guy who was just selling like used furniture or whatever, and it reclines well, and it's comfortable as hell too. So I love laying on this couch or chilling on this couch while drinking a cold one and watching Netflix or playing a video game. So, and this guy right here, Old Faithful, this is my first piece of actual furniture. When I didn't have a bed to sleep in, this acted as my actual bed. I used to sleep in this actual chair. I love this chair, and I bought this chair for probably about $20 from a guy too. And I just say, when you guys are buying furniture from guys or from people offline or whatever, make sure you spray it down, make sure you clean it, make sure it's bed bug free, hair free, fur free, because everybody ain't the cleanest thing. Everybody ain't as clean as you, so just make sure you keep that in mind. But like I said, man, I'm a thrifter, so if I can get it half price, I'll get it half price, baby. But that concludes our actual video. So if you guys like it, make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, man.